afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sulphur, Oklahoma. Correction, we're in Davis, Oklahoma. Today, where the Leopardettes are set to square off against Latta here in the Murray County Bash. I am your host, not Jake Rutledge, along with Lee McGowan, who's going to be joining me here today. Lee, you've been out there doing a little bit of scouting to try to figure out what's going on. Clue us in.
Okay, so with Latta, having, again, with a lot of girls playing travel ball, you've got, with Latta, finding out that they're going to be starting 6 freshmen. I think that they think that they're going to, it's a typical, powerhouse town, and, they're going to come up swinging the bat. They're going to have 6 freshmen out. They're going to, I think, a sophomore, maybe 2 sophomores, a junior, senior, sophomore. So, very, very young team, very, very talented team nonetheless. We play error-free softball. Things should be we should do what we're supposed to do. But if in pitch from Reese Flood, first pitch for a strike, or check that ball on the inside.
So I didn't catch this girl's number to bat for Latta, but next pitch away.
6.
Dennett unable to snag it. That's number 6 up to bat for Latta. That'll bring the count to 2-0. And
this is Larrabee Jennings. This will be we saw this the other day, leadoff pitcher. This is going to be their starting pitcher for the day. Again, she's ball in there for ball 3, awful tight. Coming across the letters, not sure what this umpire is looking for. We're got the great advantage point today. We're right behind the plate. We can see just about what he sees.
Much better. Although I did appreciate the press box there in Sulphur.
Absolutely.
The air conditioner a little bit.
It was pretty nice. AC and today we're out in the element like everybody else. So
pitch away, swung and missed for strike number 2. That'll bring us to a full count, 3-2. No outs so far. Again, we're in the top of the first inning. And that's going to be Jennings up to bat for Latta. Pitch away. It's going to be fouled away. And 3-2 is the count.
Something we talked about in past games, pitchers going deep into their pitch count. Not exactly what you want to see with the very first batter up, but, again, Reese went down 3-0, has battled back. Again, popped up and out of play.
And it went way out of play.
So, again, this batter's doing a good job in the box. She's taking the pitcher deep, which is what you want your batters to do, is to see a lot of pitches. So she's doing a good job as far as that goes.
Next pitch is going to be popped up. McGowan's going to snag it up, make it look easy for out number 1.
That's a good job, again, by the batter going deep in the count. But, again, Reese throws one out and away. The girl, it's going to be close to strike zone. She's got 2 on her. She's got a battle.
And she's thinking she's got a bat. I've got to do something.
She did right, but trying to get it into foul play. But unfortunately, she popped it up in here we go. Next up,
pitch away.
This is Kimber Davis.
21.
Number 21, Kimber Davis. This will be your third baseman for the Lady Panthers.
And next pitch away. Little high. Called ball. 1-1 the count. 1 out.
Change up thrown there. High. Good job by the batter holding off on it. Reese is throwing 58, 59, then she comes back with a 36-mile-an-hour changeup. That's pretty drastic, and then you
that
turn around.
Looked inside to me, but, hey, I'll take it for the strike.
It's right down the river pitch, and she comes right back with a 58-mile-an-hour fastball. So when you go 36 to 58, you talk about something that changes speed dramatically.
And, just barely over the glove of the pitcher there. Webb able to get over there and backed up by Broussard. Another 6-8 inches down, and that would have been another quick out. So
going to step into the box this time is going to be Savannah Sinkel, the shortstop, number 8.
Lefty.
And the left-handed batter. So, here you think immediately, a lot of times people see a left-handed batter, they start thinking slap, 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 but this girl does not look to be slapping. She looks to be lining up and going to try to drive for power. So Believe it or not, we do have left-handed batters that do swing for power.
Hopefully our right fielder and they're.
If she's late, now if she swings late, it's going to go to left field. Nice
like
pitch there for Reese. It's just straight fastball for strike 2.
Looks like she may want to swing a little early.
Yes.
0-2 the count. If you're Reese Flood, you like where you're at right now.
Absolutely. Now it's your count. You've got 3 pitches to work with. See what I'm saying? Ball out and away. She's going to take it to the left side.
And you know that's got to be mentally taxing here on the batter.
Absolutely. Knowing
0-2, I just fouled another one.
Yes, you got to battle up right here. You've got to make sure you don't want to let something go that you shouldn't.
Again, another foul. Is that 3 fouls in a row, I believe?
That's 3 fouls in a row. So, but again, she's got 2 strikes on her. She's got to guard the plate, is what they call it. And anything close, she's got to put a bat on it, get it. If nothing else, just get it in foul territory, or get one in play.
Next pitch is away. It's going to be popped up left center.
Great job by Brecken Klein getting up, setting up underneath it. And you saw Chloe Broussard coming over to cover just in case she misses it. So, I mean, we're covered. Chloe covers so much ground. Tandra and I talked about this the other day. Chloe starts lined up right behind second base, but she covers from where the shortstop's setting up to the second baseman setting up. Not that she has to, but she's just able to because she reads the ball so well off the bat.
First pitch is going to be popped back.
Seeing a lot of foul balls, which is saying that, Reese has really got a spin on the ball. If they don't hit that ball flush, cut it in half, that's what you're going to see a lot of.
And 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Pitch away, swung at and missed.
Nice pitch.
And we're right back in the same situation we were with the last batter.
Absolutely.
And we're still at the top of the at the batting order. So
this is
looking
11,
good for the Leopardettes.
Paisley Anderson. This will be your first baseman for Panthers.
Ball's going to be knocked over to Webb. Webb's going to pick it up and get it to McGowan. That'll be out number 3, and that's going to end the top of inning number 1.
Latta strands one hit. It's a pretty good way to start out the top half.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching a Leopardette softball right here on the Leopardette Sports Network. And welcome back to Davis, Oklahoma here where the Leopardettes are taking on Latta in the Murray County Bash. We're going to start the bottom of the second inning here. First up to bat will be number
first inning.
Did I say second?
Yes, sir.
We're going to start the inning off with number 6, Reese Flood, up to bat. For the Leopardettes.
We see a little bit of a change. We're used to seeing Chloe Broussard leading off. Chloe's been kind of struggling a little bit. I think she's gotten her own head. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she asked to be moved down in the lineup, which is –
well, and also, if you'll look over there, we've got Lily Dotson warming up. Last night we seen, I believe it was Brecken Klein. Yeah.
And so the good thing with our lineup is he is able to juggle it around a little bit and move power around. But Chloe being the senior – I think it was a great. If my information was correct, she asked to be moved down the lineup. She was struggling a little bit, and she didn't feel like she was able to produce the way she wanted to, so she asked to move down, which is very selfless of her. Non-selfishness, however you want to put it. That's just a great job of her, showing some senior leadership there. Foul ball back.
And that'll bring the count to 1-2 for the Leopardettes.
And not to say that Reese, by no means, Reese has been putting the ball in play a lot, and that's just what we need. We need that leadoff runner batter to get on base any way possible. That's their job, get on base, however we got to do it.
Next pitch, called ball. It looked quite
close.
a bit outside to me,
right.
but again, our vantage point's a whole lot better here. So
oh, absolutely.
That'll bring the count to 2-2.
You know, Reese got hit last night twice out of 3 at bats. You know, so that, I mean, no matter how you get on base.
Again, that looked like the exact same pitch, and Ump's going to agree with me.
Yeah, it was close nonetheless.
Full count here for Reese Flood.
With 2 strikes on, though, you still got to guard. You got to guard the plate. If it's close, you don't leave it to. You don't want to leave it in the hands of the umpire.
Yep. I think this is how Latta started out their batting order too.
Nice
That's
job by
be
Reese.
Inside.
Being very, I mean, again, here we go. We go 6 pitches deep. Fouled a few off, 7, 8 pitches. I mean, that's a good job by Reese. Now leadoff runners on. Lily Dotson's going to step in. Now we got power coming up, and then you got. I mean,
looks
now
like
we just
Kaylin Taylor's going to stay third hole hitter.
Third hole hitter. You're going to see, you know, speed, power, some speed, power, some speed. He sprinkled it really well. So, and I'm betting Chloe will probably drop down to 6 or 7 hole, which is awesome.
Pitch away. Flood's going to go take second
Easily
base.
take second.
Make it look routine.
Now I think she slid a little more than what she needed to. I don't think she needed to slide. I think she was there nonetheless.
Yeah, it looked like the throw was off by a few feet.
It was off, but she's not looking. She's looking at the base and knowing that she's got to hurry and get down, and that's just a good job of base running by making sure she gets underneath that tag.
And Lily Dotson, 1-0 the count. Next pitch away, swung at and missed for the first strike. 1-1 now the count, no outs. Reese Flood, the lone runner, out on second. Corner's empty. And Kaylin Taylor waiting her turn. Pitch away. That looked inside, swung out,
inside.
Fouled away.
Very good job, though. It was inside. I mean, I'm set up right behind home plate here, and the girl is killing what they call the river. I mean, pitchers live in the river. That's what they tell them. You get anywhere but the river, that's when you get home runs knocked on you. But Lily's an inside-out hitter. Give her that again. I bet she wishes she had that one back, because I promise you it would be sitting somewhere different.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. It had the distance. It just.
Oh, no. It was going to go on a rope. She gets that pitch back, and there's no telling where that ball goes.
2-2 now the count. And look for something here. If Lily connects, I'm afraid it's going to be gone.
Finally starting to see the breeze a little bit. We haven't seen this all day.
I think she's aiming for that willow tree back there. And, nice.
Pitch outside.
Well
Lily takes it they give it to her outside. She takes it opposite direction. That'll score her first run.
Reese Flood.
Just a great job of hitting by Lily. Pitch low and away. She knows she has to guard the plate. She takes it where they give it, and she puts it into the right field. Stand up double.
Absolutely. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner.
Oh, no,
Maybe
she's just
not.
getting rid of her elbow pad. That elbow is on their left elbow. So if a pitcher comes inside and they get hit there, it protects that elbow.
I had forgot McLean's catching. So.
Well, yeah.
Kaylin Taylor now up to bat for the Leopardettes. First pitch called strike.
We've seen that it very close. I mean, he's calling really tight. And, I mean, so these girls are missing just by a little because they've set up pitch up a lot. That pitch is low.
1-1 now the count. No outs. Lily Dotson out there on second. Corner's empty. Kaylin Taylor up to bat for the Leopardettes. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. That'll bring the count to 1-2. McLean Stinnett out there waiting her turn to bat.
You know, we've talked about this. Tanner and I talked about this yesterday. You know, our girls want to hit the ball so badly. Sometimes they swing at things that they shouldn't, and that one I felt like was a little low. Kaylin went down and swung at one that she probably shouldn't have. Would have been ball 2. Now we got 2 balls, 2 strikes when it would have been a 3-1 count. But now we're at 2-2, even it up. Still living. No, anything close, she'll have to battle up.
Next pitch is away. Swung out, fouled away. Again, that one looked like it was a little low.
Yeah, it was, but it was close. And
but you also
with two
can't.
strikes,
You can never second guess what
Right.
the ump's going to call.
Well,
either.
right. With two strikes, if it's close, you got to put a bat on it
Mhm.
because if you leave it in the hands of the umpire, you're usually going to come out on the losing end of that deal.
Absolutely. 2-2 the count. No outs. Runner out there on second. Lily Dotson. Pitch is going to be way outside.
Just a great job so far. She's Kaylin's taken the pitcher deep into the count. Now we've seen 7. This is our her eighth pitch right now. We're averaging about 6 pitches at bat right now per batter. I'll take that because that's running the pitch count up on that pitcher.
Absolutely. Pitch away. Going to
Nice
be
job.
fouled away. Almost into the camera.
Up close and personal.
That's going to be a fun one to go back and watch.
Yes.
I've intentionally set it up to where it should just go back and almost hit the camera and then bounce away. So
Well, they've got some give into it, but the wiring should keep it pretty tight.
next pitch away.
Popped up. It's going to be backing
fouled
out of
again.
play. Again, now we're coming into pitch 9, 10. Deep in, even no matter what, this is a good at bat. Now, ideally, we'd like to see her get on base with ball 4 or hit the ball, drive Lily home. But it's still kind of a win because we're seeing pitches. We're making this pitcher dig deep when normally you don't really want to see your pitcher digging like this in the first inning. Pops
And
up.
It's going to be popped up over
Second
second
base.
baseman's going to snag it up.
Lily will stay at second. That'll be 1 away.
And that brings up Stinnett to bat for the Leopardettes. And, you know, you just literally just witnessed the 3 girls that hit homers.
Back to back to back.
What was it, 2 games ago?
2 games ago, yeah, against Sulphur.
Yep. So we got a shot here. And then you've got Webb coming up to bat after that.
Well,
so
and then you got Chloe, then you got Madison. I mean, and the list goes on and on.
I just realized we actually have a lineup. So I was kind of wondering how you knew who was going to be batting. I thought you were guessing.
I haven't even looked at it.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
okay.
going off of what they did the last
Yeah.
game. It's very reminiscent of what he did set up the last game.
Pitch away.
Ball outside. The first pitch called strike, I thought looked to me like it was a little further outside than what it was. Like again, though, this umpire, he's consistent. I mean, he's calling it as tight as I've seen. So, but you can see him setting up. He's getting squatting low.
Swung at and missed for strike number 2. 1-2 now the count. With 1 out, lone runner out there on second is Lily Dotson. Webb waiting her turn to bat.
You know, McLean just needs to relax right here and just quit trying to do everything on her own.
Ooh. That pitch looked a little inside to me, but you see over there McLean is giving Webb some pointers.
She's
And
communicating, and that's what I do
love
like
to see that.
I love to see that with our girls and they all do it, is when they see something to the next batter, if they strike out or whatever, they're able to come back and say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. And that's one, being very good, paying attention and passing that information along to your teammates.
Jaden Webb up to bat for the Leopardettes, and that's Chloe Broussard over there waiting her turn. 1-0's the count, 2 outs right now, and Lily Dotson out there on second with the corners empty. Pitches away. It's going to be knocked down the third baseline. Third baseman's going to snag it up and get it over to first. That'll be out number 3 for the Leopardettes, and that's going to end the first inning. Leopardettes up 1-0. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. welcome back to Davis, Oklahoma, where we're here where the Leopardettes are squared off against Latta in the Murray County Bash. Leopardettes, we're going to end the first inning, enter the top of the second inning. Leopardettes on top 1-0 with Latta's going to have their, is that their five-hole hitter?
Yeah, 5-hole. J.C. Presley,
number
center
3.
fielder. Really, you know, we hear the drums in the background. Thank you. You hear the drums in the background. You know, I really, really hate that. Oh, they don't realize that's just as distracting for their batters as it is the pitcher. So,
and Reese Flood out there pulling pitching duties for the Leopardettes, and McLean Stennett here catching for the Leopardettes.
You know, finally you've seen a little bit of a breeze. You know, it's not overbearingly hot today, but it is just muggy. Good job by McLean here in the foul tip. McLean snagging it, making sure we get the strike there.
The wind is, when there is wind, it's directly in our face. So
blowing left to right.
What
nice job, strike 2.
Looked like it shifted a little bit, but it was kind of, it's not very consistent. But if we had just a little bit more wind, a little bit more, it'd be okay.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch coming, and ball down to Reese, back over to McGowan for out number 1.
Make that a quick out. And, you know, when you look here at this infield, pretty intimidating. You got McGowan over there on first, Webb on second, and you got your shortstop, Taylor, and Lily Dotson over on third. That's a pretty vicious infield there.
Yeah, no, it's very much so. And the amount of starts and tournament ball that you have in this infield is unbelievable. And, you know, we've talked about Latta having only starting 6 freshmen, but when you look at our team, we have 1 senior.
Yes.
We have 3 juniors, a few sophomore, 2 freshmen starting. So, I mean, we're very young, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of experience out there on our side, just not high school.
High school experience, exactly.
0-2 the count, 1 out.
Ball outside for ball 1.
Pitch away.
Shea steps in.
Inside.
Ooh, close.
Way inside. I couldn't. Look like it might almost hit her. You got a better shot than I do on that.
It was close. I mean, how it didn't get her, I don't know how.
Next pitch is going to be fouled away. 2-2 the count.
Smile, kid. She's not in a smiling mood right now. We were talking off there. McLean's going on about 2 to 3 hours of sleep right now.
Yeah, we actually seen her and Maddie over at the livestock show earlier.
You know, getting lambs ready, you know, that's never easy. These kids never sleep, it seems like. Nice pitch right there for called third strike. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. Up next is going to be the, 7-hole, Kate Williams, the left fielder. Reese doing a good job mixing pitches up right now, up and moving the ball up and down, left and right, trying to keep these batters off balance. Foul ball down the right field line, going to be unable to get it. You'll see Barron Cruz coming trotting in here to get the ball. Throws it in to McGowan. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball high for ball 1. Squares the show bunt, pulls back, fouled away for strike number 2. Seven-hole hitter Williams. 1 ball, 2 strikes, got 2 outs. Shows bunt, pulls back, off-speed pitch, fouls it away. Fouled hard down first base line, bounces off the fence, comes back. 1-2 pitch, high for strike 3, called strike. That'll end the top of the second inning with the Lady Leopards up 1-0, going into the bottom half of the frame. With that, we'll be back in just a minute.
And we're going to start the bottom of the second inning back on the top of the lineup. I'm sorry.
No, we're in the 7 hole. We're at 7 hole right here.
Whenever I see Chloe,
yes.
I'm thinking top of the lineup.
First pitch in there for strike 1. You know, Chloe, we talked about this at the very beginning. Chloe normally bats leadoff. She has to come down in the lineup. She's been struggling a little bit. And, just being a senior, that's a good job. Asking to slide down a little bit, help her team better, try to builds that confidence back up. Pitch low and away for ball 1. Now 1-1 to count.
It's just habit.
Oh, it is. Ball fouled back. Strike 2.
1-2 the count with no outs.
Due up's your 7, 8, 9. You got 7 hole at bat now, 8 hole Madison McGowan, and looks like 9 hole is going to be Brooklyn Brown today.
Next pitch is away, way outside for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Looked like that one might have slipped away from her a little bit.
Might have. They're setting up away. They don't want to. They're not wanting to pitch in. That's a good job by Chloe fighting that off. That was going to be a strike 3 if she doesn't swing. Just battling it out, getting it out of the way.
And 2-2 then now they count. Chloe Broussard up to bat for the Leopardettes. Next pitch is on the way. It's going to be knocked over into.
Nice hit to left field by Chloe.
Absolutely.
Just what we absolutely needed.
And
she's going to get in there and slide for a triple.
All the way
nice
over.
Job. Just
Triple.
what she needed after struggling as much as what she has to come in there, have 2 on her, battle up, slide in there, get a triple.
You know, I think Tandra was telling us yesterday that she had that talk with her and said, listen, sister, just swing at the ball. You're going to get it out there, and look what happens.
Well, and just have fun. She's so tight. If you take the fun away from it, why are we doing it?
Absolutely, and look like ants know best in that.
McGowan will step in.
And, you know, we can probably look for Chloe to just come back out and continue that streak. It seems like that's how it happens with these batters. One nice, good, clean hit, and it gets them back on track.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, and we talk about it. Tanner and I talked about it yesterday. Hitting is contagious. One hits, the next starts hitting, start putting the bat in play. Just like, here we go. Madison hits it into the hole. She's going to truck down. That's going to score. Chloe Broussard, that's a great at bat. RBI, we'll take that.
Absolutely, and that's going to bring the
That's just a good job of hitting. Hey, they pitched it away to her. Madison steps out a little bit. She steps down the back at the pitcher, though that could be a little bit different. Nonetheless, so she gets the RBI. That's going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, Brooklyn Brown.
And looks like Brecken Klein will be
8-hole hitter. Excuse me, 8-hole hitter.
Waiting her turn to bat over there. Pitch away. Inside, called ball. 1-0 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning.
Okay,
Next
Brooklyn Brown
pitch is away, way outside.
Brooklyn's the 8-hole hitter. I was messed up a little bit. Brooklyn's the 8-hole. You got Brecken Klein will be stepping in next. Brooklyn is deep, what they call the DP, designated player, flex. So she's hitting for Barron Cruz.
Pitch away, way inside. Actually, it's going to be called a strike.
It's going to be called a strike. That's right on the money. This girl is killing the river. And you hear me talk about that. Like I said, they kind of, as pitchers, you're taught to hit the black. If you put it down over the middle, easy street, what they call it, well, you're making it easy for the batter.
Mm-hmm. That'll bring the count to 2-2.
Pitcher's
one out.
Pitcher's hitting high 50s, not over. I mean, she's got good movement. So, she is keeping us a little off balance.
Pitch away.
Called
strike. That'll be out number 2 for the Leopardettes this inning. And
you can see the frustration. I mean, nobody likes that. I get it. Brooklyn's upset. I thought the pitch looked a little high. From where my standpoint was, it looked a little high. But, unfortunately, when you get 2 strikes on you, can't leave anything close. We can't leave it in the hands of the umpire because, like I said a while ago, usually it's not going to work out in our favor.
First pitch called ball.
Trust me, if Brooklyn had the chance to take that pitch back, she'd put a bat on it.
Swung at and missed. 1-1 now will now be the count. And, Brecken Klein's one of our more consistent batters.
She has been.
So
she's really good about getting the ball in play, and she's quick. That's what are we talking about?
Next pitch inside. Called ball. 2-1 now the count. And the Leopardettes swung at and missed. 2-2 will now be the count.
It almost looks like sometimes when we're swinging, if you look at the batter's box, it is so dug down. So what should be, we're swinging almost, instead of swinging, we're where it should be when the girls take their step. They're stepping into a hole, and I feel like it's dropping them down a little bit.
That pitch way outside. Now we'll have a full count. And you're right. I was noticing that there's been several games played here in the last couple of days.
Oh, absolutely. So. And so it's hard to keep that in Oklahoma. We have red dirt, and that stuff doesn't budge. You see all the. I've talked about this to other parts. We deal some stuff with other fields and dig that out, pack it with Oklahoma clay. Trust me, it's not going anywhere. Especially when it gets as hot as what it's been. Man, it's like glue. Just
swung at and missed for strike number 3.
Nonetheless, Madison McGowan gets an RBI. Now we're up 2-0 going in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, and we're gonna come back and enter the 4th inning back at the top of our lineup. So
yes,
that'll be good news for the Leopardettes.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. here to Davis, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes are squared off against Latta in the Murray County Bash. We're in the top of the third inning here.
23, Ollie Miller, the number 8, so do 9 and 1. So they're about to turn their line over for the first time.
Fouled away, called strike. 0-2 now the count.
Yeah, and that quick 2 strikes. Again, Reese has been really efficient up to this point. She's not had a whole lot other than that first at bat where she's went deep into a count. You know, it's nice when you know, you can turn those batters over that way.
Next pitch called ball. 1-2 now the count.
Reese still way ahead right here, very much in control in the driver's seat. She's still got 3 more pitches to kind of throw whatever she wants right here.
Pitch away. It's going to be knocked over to Webb. Webb's going to snag it up, get it to McGowan for out number 1. They make it look easy over there.
Just a great job hanging in there. I mean, it wasn't a hard hit ball by no means, but it's still one of those that can cause you trouble because you're trying to play. Am I need to come up? Do I need to stay put? Jaden plays it perfectly, comes up, snags it, gets it over to McGowan, and here we go. And I don't know if you noticed, but McLean was hauling rear down the first base line to make sure, protect for an overthrow.
Absolutely. And, you know, Jaden had to cover a lot of ground there because that ball was moving slow. It looked almost looked like it was in slow motion.
Exactly.
And like you say, McLean doing her job, Maddie doing her job, Jaden doing her job, and it just looked easy. Swung at and missed, strike 1. 1-1 the count, now 1 out in the top of the third inning.
9-hole hitter right here, last Adair, Sheridan Adair. This is going to be their right fielder. This is the 9-hole, so they're going to turn their lineup over right here after this batter.
Fouled away for strike number 2, 1-2 now the count. Chandra unable to make it here today, but I'm sure she's watching and
I'm sure she was jumping up and down.
But
you know, that's Chloe's that hit because
that's right. But that's what she gets for staying home and not joining.
Exactly. Good teacher.
That's right.
Again, you hear I assume that they can hear this through the feed, the drums in the background. That's coming from the Leopard, or check that, the Panthers, Lady Panthers. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for your first or second out. This is going to be your 1-hole hitter, Laramie Jennings. Again, she first at bat took us deep into the count, battled. I think 10 pitches to her. I mean, she's by far and away been the deepest that we've went on any batters. So.
Pitch away, swung at and missed. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. And we're right back up at the top of the lineup here. Waiting on the pitch. Fletch pitch is away. Just a hair inside and a shade low for ball 1, 1-1 the count.
You know, right now, we were talking about pitches earlier. Reese has thrown 47 compared to the, 50, almost 60.
Away. It's going to be knocked over, just over Jaden Webb's head. Broussard's going to back it up, get it into Taylor, hold the runner up at first.
Reminiscent of what happened earlier in the first inning when they got the lone runner. It was just up and over, just that little dink over. When you get a pitcher that throws hard, you don't have to swing the bat very hard to get it to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Reese throws the ball very hard. Just put the ball in play, and a lot of times good things will happen.
And number 21 now up to bat for Latta. Pitch away, called strike, 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Lone runner out there on first, second, third base empty. Next pitch is away. It's going to be fouled away. That'll bring the count to 0-2.
Good job, McLean setting up. You can see the catcher moving in and out. going off the calls from what they received from Coach Edwards on the signal. So, again, just a fine job catching back there, ball fouling away again.
And this is kind of how we started off the first inning.
Yes. And this is their 2-hole, number 21, Kimber Davis.
Pitch is away. Called strike.
Good thing Madison's tall right there.
That'll be heads-up play by the girls there.
Drop third strike right there. That base is unoccupied. The girls allowed to run.
Yep.
Good job by McLean realizing that and getting it down. She floated a little bit. Good thing you got somebody close to 6 foot tall over there at first base because she's able to stretch and make that play look a whole lot easier than what it really was.
The girls did an absolutely excellent job there. And that's going to close out the top of the third inning. Leopardettes on top. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardette Sports Network. To Davis, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes are taking on Latta here in the Murray County Bash. We're going to enter the bottom of the third inning. Leopardettes on top 2-0. We're going to be at the top of our lineup here with Reese Flood up to bat. First pitch called ball, 1-0 the count. No outs. And
first at bat, she walked. I thought we'd already turned our lineup over, but I realized that we hadn't. So, this is our first time. Now we're back over to the second time up.
Yeah, and Lily Dotson over there waiting her turn, got her working gloves on. I love to see that.
I love that. And like I said, you'll see a lot of teams. There's a couple of high school teams. I think Ampo being one of them. The whole team wears work gloves.
Pitch away, and I need to remind myself to buy her a new pair. I started that with Clayton Sanders on the baseball team.
Right.
Bought him a new pair, first up to bat with his new gloves on, hit the homer. So, maybe there's something in the water.
Good job, Reese. That's going to fall. That's in trouble, and she'll turn right there. Just a shallow hit to right field. Drops in. There we go. Leadoff runner on base, just like we started out. That's what we want.
And Lily Dotson, first at bat, she had that. It looks like she could be on fire today. Yeah. So,
and I wouldn't look for Reese to be standing right there first for very long. I suspect that she's going to be standing at second, probably within the next pitch or two. No,
or she's going to be sitting in the dugout.
Or sitting in the dugout. If the right pitch, Lily gets a hold of one, and they're both going to be sitting over there. So, again, just phenomenal speed on the bases right there.
Pitch away, knocked over to the third baseman.
Not the way I intended.
Not what we wanted.
Just hit right back to third base. Good job, third baseman. Heads up play, catches the ball, gets it tossed back over to first.
Yeah, that's a situation where that speed will get you in trouble. You get too far out over towards second.
Well, and reading off the bat, it looks like it was either going to carry over or it was going to dive. So Reese knew she had to go, but the girl was in close enough to make these catch. So here we go.
That'll be 2 outs, and that'll bring up Kaylin Taylor to bat for the Leopardettes. First pitch away. Called ball. Looked high to me.
It was. Kaylin was the one that kind of started off the home run parade the other night against Sulphur. First one to come up, and then McLean comes up. It was one of those contagious deals. And Lily dang near got one. Then next at bat, she did get one. So
next pitch.
Very capable throughout the lineup.
Called ball, 2-0 the count. And we wanted Reese to get in the dugout, but not that way.
Nice hit right there by Kaylin in the gap, past the shortstop,
and
for a single.
Bring up McLean Stennett to bat for the Leopardettes. Like I say, we wanted Reese to make it back into the dugout pretty quick, but not like that. Not with an out.
You know, I'm going to talk to Coach Edwards after the game and just say, you know what, he needs to get a sticker, a big sticker put in all the dugouts when we go. Patience.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to happen.
Our girls are so eager to hit, and you'll see them, like I said, we've said this before, they chase things that they shouldn't chase. Just show some patience. The pitcher's going to come to you.
Pitch away. Popped up for a foul.
You know, we've talked about Sulphur's facility, just a beautiful facility. We're here at Davis Park, Davis Lady Wolves Park. Another really nice facility, newer facility. You've got nice stands, all covered. Just can't say enough how nice some of these ballparks have been that we've played in lately.
Absolutely. We really appreciate the ones with that air conditioning.
Oh, well, absolutely. But, I mean, compared to what we had a few weeks ago, this is not near as hot as it was.
Yeah. Ripley and Morrison was
pretty brutal.
Pitch away.
There you go.
Knocked up.
And
over.
Goodbye, baby.
And it's
off
gone.
the wall. And that's going to see if Kaylin will get on a horse, she'll score right here. Atta baby. That's overthrow right there. McLean thinks I'll hold up right here. I mean, you talk about a couple of feet, and that ball's sitting, and McLean's making a trip, and you're going to see a pinch runner. Hallie Harris is going to come in and pinch run for McLean.
Bless her heart.
And she got, just that close.
That close. Dog.
What are we talking about? We're talking about the hit parade, and here it goes.
Here it goes. Now
up Jaden Webb's
Webb's up.
I honestly thought that was about to bounce off the scoreboard.
Did too.
Now, if that would have bounced off the scoreboard, that would have been a home run.
Yes.
And there you go. Jaden Webb brings one, lays it down, and he'll turn Hallie Harris. Hallie's going to be there safely.
Make it in.
And that's going to give Jaden Webb a stand-up double.
Absolutely.
We go up 4-0 right there.
Chloe Broussard up to bat here, and her bat's hot.
Chloe had a great hit while ago to left field, and you know, hopefully we can continue this little streak going. We got 2 outs, a little 2-out rally going.
You know, 2 or 3 batters ago, we were a little scared.
Yeah,
we had 2 outs, and then
just bang.
Kaylin steps up.
Not what we expected by no means, but you know, had that. I mean, it just things. It's weird how the ball bounces, so to speak.
Absolutely. Now Leopardettes, they've doubled their score, and they've still got 1 out to burn. So pitches away. It's going to be popped
hard hit to center,
over to center.
Center fielder gets up under, makes the catch. Nonetheless, she hit the ball hard. And again, at least we're seeing hits, and she shouldn't be disappointed with that.
Not at all. And
she got a smile on her face going back before. In times past, you know, she was beating herself up going back. So that's always nice to see.
That's right. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Don't go away. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. back once again here to Davis, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes are squared off against Latta in the Murray County tournament. We're going to enter the top of the fourth inning. Leopardettes on top, 4-0. First pitch.
It's going to be your 3, 4, 5 hole hitters coming up right here.
First pitch called fouled away for strike number 1, 0-1 the count.
Last at bat was a strikeout for this young lady. Nice,
Pitch
just a beautiful changeup by Reese.
Swung at and missed for strike number 2.
About a 20-some mile-an-hour difference between the first pitch she threw to that one. That was a 38-mile-an-hour changeup. You got to love it when you can drop off the speed that way. That just throws your batter. Now, I'm betting she'll come back here with something hard and high right here with 2 strikes.
Pitch away.
Well, that was close.
Little outside called strike or ball. 1-2 the count. No outs.
Just to give you an understanding, that was a 59-mile-an-hour pitch. So 21-mile-an-hour difference there. That's a huge difference when you're a batter and you're seeing difference in speeds.
That pitch fouled away. 1-2 the count. Number 11 out there waiting her turn to bat. Pitch is away. Little high, called ball, 2-2 the count.
Just some off-speed pitches there that are just absolute nasty coming out of Reese's hands right now.
Pitch away. Popped up.
It's going to go foul down the third base line. Again, outside. The batter's got 2 on her. She's got to battle up right here. She's got to do something with that pitch because if not, she's going to be getting called third strike.
Absolutely.
Great job getting the bat on the ball.
Reese has still got a couple of, got at least one ball to burn. So, inside.
Got her hand.
And it did get her hand. Runner's going to take first. And that'll bring up number 11 to bat for Latta. With no outs. And let's see here.
In most situations, the hands are considered part of the bat. I'm not sure why they gave her the base on that.
Yeah, because, it looked like she turned a little bit, which probably caused it to hit. So, oh, well,
Shows
it is what it is.
Yeah, no.
Pitch away. Called ball, 1-0 the count, no outs. Runner on first, second and third base empty. Pitch away.
Got her. Just got under her. Daggum. That was a nice throw by McLean down second baseline. Holy cow, I thought they had her.
And if they just keep it up, they're eventually going to get that out over there.
I mean, that was on the money.
Stinnett and Webb did everything they could do.
Maybe
perfectly.
a touch higher than where it needed to be, maybe another foot lower, but nonetheless, I mean, you talk about spot on.
That's one of those that they're just going to make 90% of the time. But if you keep doing it and you keep doing it right, you're going to eventually get them out.
Yes.
That's what happened to Flood. Was it yesterday or day before? They accidentally got her out over there.
Yeah,
so.
They were able to get her out.
But look at how many times she's got away with it.
Oh, yeah.
So
but that girl yesterday, I mean, she just had a
ball knocked over into right field. Cruz able to get it in, holds runners up at first and third. Number 3 up to bat for Latta.
Got no outs. Latta's on the corners.
Threatening to score with, 2 runners out there, no outs.
Yeah, this is the first time that they've threatened in, 4 innings. Girls just need to settle down. They'll be all right.
And, we've been here before.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
this game gets played this way.
Pitch away. Called strike, 0-1 the count. And here's another girl that she must be taking lessons from Lily. She brought her work gloves today.
Yeah.
So.
Guess there's a little bit of there's a discussion on the cards again. I'm betting because Reese throws some different pitches that the other pitchers do not. You know, they got to make sure they get on the same page right here.
That being said, we're going to take just a quick break. Stay tuned. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. And we're back. It looks like Coach Edwards and the team have finished their discussion, and we're going to get back to playing some ball. 0-1 the count, no outs, runners on first and third. Pitch away, swung at and missed, strike one. Count now 0-2. So that gives Reese a little bit of
gives her some breathing room right here.
Absolutely.
Gives her some wiggle room. She can throw an off speed right here, something high and away. Again, there we go, high and away. No chase. You know, these batters for Latta seem to be disciplined, I guess is a good way of putting it.
1-2 the count.
But we've seen a lot of disciplined hitting, you know.
Showing bunt.
Back to Reese. She'll check the
Knocked
runner.
over to Reese.
Over to McGowan. McGowan will throw it home and tags her out at home. Nice job for a double play right there.
Well played ball by the Leopardettes.
Just a great job heads up. McGowan sees it coming, gets it home to Stennett. Stennett fields the ball. One hand slaps it. Scares the crap out of me when they do that. But nonetheless, she held onto the ball.
She got it. And
just like that.
A grin from ear to ear out there.
Absolutely. Just like that, though, instead of having runners in scoring position on the corners, now we got 2 outs, runner on second, and now some breathing room again. Nice
swung
pitch.
at and missed, strike one, 0-1 the count with those 2 outs. That's number 25 up to bat for Latta.
For Shea. She's 0 for 1 coming up into this bat. I think she struck out a while ago.
Which hole is she?
I'd have to look again. Lays down a bunt to Reese. Reese fires it over to McGowan. He should have got her and did. And that will end the top side of the frame.
Leopardettes going to escape the top of the 4th inning, still on top, 4-0.
Just want to mention before we go to break that for those folks that are in Lindsay, the Lindsay 4-H and FFA are having their annual cake auction tonight, starting at 6 o'clock. If you're free, they're going to have a silent auction. Dinner starts at 6, silent auction, cake auction. It's one of the main fundraiser for the FFA 4-H boosters. I encourage you, if you've got the time, to get out and support the local 4-H kids and FFA kids.
Absolutely. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching Leopardette Softball right here on the Leopardette Sports Network. Welcome back to Davis, Oklahoma. The Leopardettes here taking on Latta in the Murray County Bash. We're going to enter the bottom of the 4th inning. First up to bat, Maddie McGowan for the Leopardettes.
Last at bat, she hit second, RBI single, or check that, RBI nonetheless, was thrown out at first, but got the RBI. You know, that runs batted in is as important as anything. Great at bat. Now she got to step in right here. No pressure, no outs, nobody on. Just get in there, relax, and hit the ball.
That first pitch just rolled right down the ground. Called ball, 1-0 the count.
Hard hit up
well
the second.
Hit
if
ball.
She'll get down,
and
boy, just narrowly doesn't get it beat out. A hard hit, low hard hit. Second baseman gets a glove on it. Nothing you can do about that. It's a good hit.
And that'll be out number 1 for the Leopardettes.
This will bring number 12, Brooklyn Brown, up. Last up. Called third strike on her. So I don't think she just agreed with it. I certainly didn't agree with it. But nonetheless, when you get 2 on you got to guard up. And, you know, I'm sure she's down talking to Coach Edwards right now. He's telling, hey, just get up there and relax. Brooklyn has a heavy bat. And by a heavy bat, she's another kid that can go yard. She went yard in the Marlowe Summer League. She swings the bat with ill intentions. She's got the capabilities, just like everybody else.
And Brecken Klein waiting her turn to bat over there for the Leopardettes. Then she'll be followed by, I believe, Chloe Broussard. Is that correct?
No, Chloe is in front of Maddie. So Chloe ended the last inning. So, you know, you're thinking Chloe should be at the top of the lineup.
I'm all turned around again.
Yeah, they've got y'all call strike. Very reminiscent of the third strike call on her a while ago. Not her pitch. Leave it alone. Live to fight another day. Don't swing at something. Coach Edwards won't grab at a kid. Those first 2 strikes, if they're not where you want them, don't swing.
Pitch away. Swung at and missed. Bring the count to 0-2 with 1 out. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning.
0-2 pitch. Both of them have been high and away. I almost expect for them to bring her back inside right here. Well, they're going to stay. They're going to throw her out even further outside. See if they can get her to chase.
Way outside. 1-2 the count.
Like I said, I'm surprised that he didn't try to jam her back inside. A lot of times you'll see when you get that 0-2 pitch, you've thrown too hard outside. That way you'll look to bring them back inside. But Brooklyn's standing in the middle of the box. So, you know, they just like that, a hard hit right up the middle.
Made line drive right up the middle.
Just a great job. Had 2 strikes on her. Knew she had a battle up. They give her one. The girl missed. Brooklyn made her pay, getting a base hit.
And that'll bring up Brecken Klein to bat for the Leopardettes.
Now you'll see pinch runner for Brooklyn. Barron Cruz will come in. Actually, Brooklyn is the DP flex. She was actually batting in her spot, so she'll come out, take the base, and do the base running.
Pitch away, inside.
You'll see a lot of our girls are standing in the middle of the box where in times we'll crowd that line, which forces a coach to either bring it inside, but with us standing in the middle of the box, he's got to throw it further to the outside, and you'll see the catcher keep setting up outside, outside, outside. They're going to try to get Barron right there. Barron's in safely. I think Barron saved him. The ball actually bounces off of her foot as she's sliding in right there. Doesn't allow the ball to go to the outfield.
2-0 the count. 1 out. Brecken Klein batting for the Leopardettes with Reese Flood waiting her turn.
And restarted the inning. So now we're going to restarted the inning in the 3rd, but we're about to turn our lineup over for the 2nd time. Good job by Brecken watching, making the pitcher pitch to her.
You know, our girls over there throwing out their chant. That's the first time I've seen that in a few games. So
yeah, they're having some fun.
You gotta like that.
You know, you're up 4-0. You're the home team in this game, even though we're not at home. We are the home team on the scoreboard. Just relaxed and having fun. Swing and a miss by Brecken for strike 2. Full count.
But if you're Coach Edwards, you've got all the faith in the world in Brecken in this situation. She's been very consistent. So
good job right there, battling that off. You know, again, she's got 2 strikes. She's got to battle something off. The ball's coming. It's an inside pitch. I'm not sure the catcher was set up for the inside pitch, but nonetheless, it came inside. Brecken realized that. She just fought it off to live fight another day. Good job right there. Again,
another foul ball.
Blowing away, fights it off. This is a great at-bat because now all she's doing is making the pitcher throw more and more. I think the pitcher just crossed over the 60 pitch barrier. No, check that. She's at 72 pitches going to the next pitch. So when we see Reese is setting at like 60, both of them are kind of higher than what you like to see, but with softball, it doesn't matter as much. Run. Missed her.
And
And that'll get Brecken on base. They missed her, called her safe. Brecken will stay on first. Drop third
Cruz
strike.
out there on third. If you'll remember, the last time we had these two girls on is when we started the home run derby a few games ago. So
yeah, so what happened there, called third strike, Brecken swung. Catcher didn't keep a hold of the ball. First base was open. Brecken took off running. Girl lunged at her, missed her. She didn't make a throw down there because you had the one coming around third base, so Brecken gets to stay on base.
away. Brecken's going to try to steal second, able to do it. Catcher wisely realizes that, remember, she's got a runner over there on third and holds off.
The out doesn't count, but it still will be recorded as a strikeout for the pitcher.
1-0 the count, 1 out, pitch away. Called strike, 1-1 the count. Again, two Cousins, lone runners out there on second and third. First base empty. And next year's going to be real interesting. We're going to have
yeah, Dotson sisters.
Dotson.
You got the Cousins, and yeah, it'll be an interesting foul ball back up and out of play.
Bring the count to 1-2.
And again, you know, we're really young. We're only again next year we're only going to have 3 seniors in Webb and Taylor and Stennett. So,
you know, I don't want to wish time away or anything like
not
that,
by no
but
means.
I'm looking forward to them Dotson girls
Getting to play
pitching
together
to each other. Yeah,
getting to play together for a couple of years there. So
yeah, the younger sister pitching to the elder sister. That's
they've done that before already. I can assure you.
Yes,
but it'll be nice to again we'll have not only 4 pitchers but 5 pitchers next year.
Yes,
and you know
full count now.
That gives your pitching staff all kinds. I mean, it gives you all kinds of scenarios you can do. Unfortunately, there's not enough games. The pitchers get kind of mad when they don't get, because they're kind of divas.
2-2 the count.
And I can say that because my daughter is a pitcher, and trust me, she does not like not getting to pitch.
Now we've got a full count with 1 out. Yeah, that we're definitely going to be loaded next year.
I mean, you got they call them divas, but they're alphas. They want the ball. Foul ball up and out of play. Straight back.
3-2 will remain the count.
Again, another great at bat for Reese. We're 7 pitches in. You know, you can't beat that.
1 out, bottom of the 4th inning.
You know, if she gets on base here, 1 out, well.
Swung at and missed for strike number 2.
Nonetheless, you got 2 outs right here. 2 runners on. Lily Dotson coming up. I kind of like my chances right here.
Yeah,
you know, if I'm Lily, I'm not looking to swing it for a home run. I'm looking to just get me a hard hit, low hard hit, get it in play. That'll get Barron home for sure. Possibly a deep enough, hard enough hit that'll get Brecken home as well, get us up by 2 more runs. But if they give her a meatball pitch, I would be surprised if she don't make them pay.
Okay. Knocked over to the shortstop, who's going to get it over to first. That'll be out number 3, and that's going to end the fourth inning.
Going to the top of the 5th.
Leopardettes on top, 4-0. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. welcome back to Davis, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes are squaring off against Latta here in the Murray County Bash. We're going to enter the bottom of the 5th inning, or top of the 5th inning. Leopardettes on top, 4-0. First up to bat for Latta will be number 22. And Reese Flood's going to stay out there pulling pitching duties for the Leopardettes, and McLean Stennet's going to be here catching for us.
This is going to be your 7, 8, and 9 hole hitter. Kate Williams will be your batter.
And now Latta, they've started their chant back up.
Yeah, I don't mind the chanting. I just hate the drumming. You know, you want to sit out there and chant all day, hey, get after it. But, you know, the drumming business is like, come on.
First pitch called a strike, 0-1 the count.
And we're just as bad. I mean, our girls do it too. But, you know, like I said, I would much rather hear chanting all day long.
Pitch away.
Just off the top
down
of the
first base line. Maddie almost had that one.
Missed it by that much.
Barely over her glove. So, but nice effort. So
I'm not sure it didn't. To me, it looked like it bounced off the edge of her glove, and she just couldn't get up high enough.
It's going to bring up, I'm not sure what her number is.
This
a
is
batter
Miller.
For Latta.
Miller, number 23.
First pitch is away. Called ball. 1-0 will be the count. Again, no outs. We got one runner over there on first.
You know, in games past, this is kind of where we've kind of taken our foot off the gas. From this point forward, I'd like to see the girls just keep off the forearm of the batter. That'll be the second hit batter of the day for Reese Flood. And she's going to, 23 will get a pinch runner. Number 4 will come in and pinch run for her.
That'll bring up number 12 to bat for Latta. And the bottom of their lineup.
Now, 12's going to be a pinch hitter coming in. This is going to be Ryan Gray. Pinch hitting for somebody. I'm not sure who. 23 is your last here. So she's pinch hitting now for Sheridan Adair.
Next pitch is away. Outside. Stennett unable to get a hold of it. Runners will make it to the next base. That's going to put runners on second and third. Leave first empty.
You know, I was just talking about, you know, the times games past, it's kind of where we took our foot off the gas, and here you go. Now we got 2 runners on, no outs. Similar to the situation we had a while ago, it can turn on a dime, like we well know, but you don't like to see that happening on a regular basis.
1-1 now the count, no outs. Leopardettes on top, 4-0. Next pitch.
Nice
called
pitch.
Strike. 1-2. We'll bring the count to 1-2. Am I right? Maybe not.
1-1.
1-1.
Ball in the dirt. You know, again, it's just an off-speed pitch. You know, she got something to work with there now.
I'm pretty sure it's 2-2.
I've shown now it's
next pitch away. Down low. Called ball 3. Yes.
It should be full count.
Yes, it is a full count. I thought my short-term memory was
the game changer. I'm sitting
there.
here looking at the game changer, and I'm watching.
Out there on the board, if for the folks looking at home, it shows 3-1, but it is 3-2. For the first time, my short-term memory was not failing me.
Right. Looked like to me it came off of McLean's glove, but I thought it had hit the batter again.
I did too.
And the way the umpire popped up, I thought he was calling dead ball right there. But that's not the case. So now we got bases loaded, no outs, with the top of the lineup back in play right here. We're back to the one-hole hitter. You know, she's 2 times at bat. She took us deep into the lineup and then dinked one into left center. So a dink to left center will score a couple for sure.
Bases are loaded with no outs. Top of the 5th. Leopardettes hanging on to that lead 4-0.
You know, thinking back, I'm trying to think back to the games that Reese has pitched. I don't remember bases being loaded on her very often. Ball pop up. Reese will come make the catch herself, and good job. Runners will stay right there.
Now, I do remember Reese being over. I remember bases loaded. Reese being over at shortstop.
At
That's
Ripley.
one of the
That's
highlights.
That's the triple play.
Yes, that's one of the
She
highlights.
caught the pop-up, tags the girl, and fires it back across to first base.
I cannot remember who was pitching that game. Was it Webb?
No, it was McGowan. Madison.
Was it? Okay. Next pitch away. Called ball. 1-0 the count. 1 out. Bases are loaded.
This is your 2-hole hitter, Kimber Davis for the Panthers.
Pitch away.
Popped up
again.
And good job by McLean. And just like that, 2 outs. You know, and a lot of people don't realize, we go back to the way the girls throw and make that spin, the way the ball spin. If they don't make solid contact, that ball, if they hit the underside of that ball, it's going to pop up just like that. And
Absolutely.
And that's what we're seeing happening right here.
These girls are doing a good job of hanging in there.
It's just a great job of pitching by Reese.
Latta.
Ball back to her.
Latta.
Ooh, close there.
Latta has left a ton of runners out there.
Oh, they have.
Today, so hats off to these Leopardettes for hanging in there.
Well, for just just being scrappy and fighting back and forth with it. That kind of the whole bend but don't break mentality. You know, they get down, and then a while ago we had runners on second and third, and you know what I'm saying. So we got the pop up, tag out, and cleared the bases that way. So you just gotta. Just keep scratching and not give up.
2-0 the count. Make that 3-0 the count.
It should be 2-1.
2-1 the count.
Scoreboard's not keeping up. All of a sudden, there's a couple of kids over there running the scoreboard right now, so they're not able to keep up with what's going on. And
2-1 is the count. Yeah.
If you're watching the game and you're seeing the scoreboard, don't
knock down to third.
And that'll be your third out. Just like that, we get out of the inning without any runs scored. That's just a great job of Reese pitching, and that's the ball game.
And that is the ball game. Leopardettes are going to win it 4-0. We're going to go away, but stay tuned, folks. We're going to go try to grab a couple of Leopardettes and try to get us a interview, try to get them on camera. Stay tuned. You're watching Leopardette softball right here on the Leopardette Sports Network. Oklahoma. We've got Maddie McGowan and McLean Stennett, a couple of girls that we've seen earlier today at the livestock show. So, yeah, so you guys have been, you've been on the air quite a bit this morning. McLean, you had a couple of balls popped up over there, and you guys just did an excellent job of connecting, both of you. But McLean, talk a little bit about, honestly, I expected you to be a little sluggish. You had to get up early this morning. You had to go show, but you hung in there. Talk a little bit about facing this rough, coached Latta team.
Well, I just came in with the concept that we want to win even though we're still playing for third place. Like, it's still a game and you still want to compete. Whether it's the best team in the state or the worst, you still want to play to your absolute best no matter where it's at, what time it is, who you're playing, anything like that.
Absolutely. And Maddie, same question goes to you. You had to get up early this morning. You had to go get your animals. You had to get to the show barn. You had to show, and then I come out here in the heat, and I didn't see any mistakes out there. So talk a little bit about do we need to schedule more games on the same days that we have a show?
No, thank you.
Okay. And you had one that it looked like, I'm not sure if it tipped your glove or if it went over your glove.
It tipped my glove. I thought it was coming right at me, like at my chest, and as it came, it was traveling up, so I jumped too late. If I would have jumped a little bit sooner, I had it all day.
Okay, so we were debating on. I thought it went over.
It tipped my glove.
I thought it tipped, so I guess I'm gonna have to admit that. And McLean, I just want to congratulate or thank you. You told your parents that there was no way I would ever get you on camera. And I did, so thanks. Your dad owes me $25 now, so we'll split dinner or something.
No, that could go my diesel tank.
So, McLean, and also I want to apologize. There's been several times that you haven't been out there, and it's been Lily out there, and I called you Lily and Lily you, so I apologize for that. And I want you to talk a little bit about playing catcher. You've had a bummed up knee.
Got two of them.
You got two bummed up knees, and you got a bummed up ankle, but you're still battling back. And talk a little bit about what's going on there.
Really, it's just you got to have the mentality that you want to be here and you want to win and you want to compete. On the days you hurt and on the days that you don't compete well, you still got to want to be there and do what's best for you and your teammates beside you, and just play the game that you love.
So did you hear you have a new nickname?
Oh no, what?
Well, you were out yesterday. The story about your dad, Stinger Stennett, right?
Oh no, not my father.
Well, so I was talking on air about your dad's nickname, and then I was calling him Stinger Stennett, and then you swung the bat, and you hit a home run, so we're calling you Swinger Stennett. No,
oh, nice.
The little Stinger. So, hey, ladies, I appreciate y'all taking the time out to come on. Looks like Coach Edwards is here, patiently waiting, and appreciate y'all coming on and taking the time out of your day to come over and chat with us. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to have Coach Edwards here. We're going to chat with him for a little bit. You're watching the Leopardettes softball right here on the Leopardettes Sports Network. Davis, Oklahoma. Been saying Sulphur the last forever. So we're here with Coach Edwards. Coach, you got to be proud of your girls. They finally got into that fourth and fifth inning up, and they maintained that lead. They maintained their composure, looks like they're getting over the hump. Talk a little bit about what did you tell these girls? What was it that you said or did to help them keep pressing on?
Oh, just I told them right there at the end. It feels like things are starting to come together. It may not have translated to as many wins as we'd like to this week, but I do feel like things are turning in the same or going in the right direction. We're starting to come together. Girls are kind of learning what their roles are and accepting those, and you have to go through some of those growing pains early in the season, especially maybe we have some girls that are being thrown in there a little earlier maybe than we expect them to be because of injuries and things, but everybody's starting to figure out their role, and I feel like their camaraderie and all of that is coming together a little bit better. So I think we're headed in the right direction. I hope that we can keep turning that corner. I thought they played really well today.
Absolutely. And another thing that I got to pick on you a little bit. You changed up the batting order there, and you knocked me off balance. But it's working out nice for you. And I've noticed some of your girls that were having a little bit of trouble, they've started their bats have started getting a little bit hotter and heavier. So talk a little bit about and you've made a couple of different adjustments. Talk a little bit about that, Coach.
Yeah, hitting is a crazy thing because it's not one of those things that you ever have solved. You'll go for a couple weeks and the ball looks as big as a beach ball, and then out of nowhere, it looks like an aspirin coming up there, and you can't hit anything. So there's a lot of mental. There's a huge part of it is just mental, and so sometimes it helps just to move them around, take some pressure off of them where they don't feel like they're letting their team down or anything like that. You put them in a different position where maybe they feel a little less pressure, and just mentally it lets them relax, and their minds work a little different, and they're able to have some success. So it was kind of at a point where honestly we were struggling to score, and so it was kind of well, what do we got to lose? We might as well mix it up a little bit and see what we can get. So.
And I know it looks like she's ready to go. So I've just got one more question for you. For those folks that have been watching, we've lost more than we've won, but Coach, we've played some outstanding opponents, and talk a little bit about how that prepares you to enter district play.
Yeah, hey, don't pull on that. Okay, come over here. You have to challenge yourself. That's what I feel like my personal philosophy is. You're only as good as those that you compare yourself to. So we could go out and schedule a bunch of teams that I know that we could beat, and we could be sitting here at 10, 11, 12, and 0, and everybody feels really good about it, but how good are you really? You got to go out and test yourself and put yourself against quality opponents, and that way, there's some things that they can do that will really put pressure on you defensively and offensively too, and you have to learn how to handle those things, and you're only going to get that against the good teams, and so, we have to come out and challenge ourselves, and I don't want to say that win-loss record doesn't matter, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that we get better for those district games. Those are the ones that count. Those are the ones that determine our playoff. And so, we have to put ourselves in a position where we're getting better. We're not just, we're not just worried about win-loss. We're worried about, well, are we prepared to do the things that we need to do? And so, we put ourselves out here against some good teams that have had success in the past to try to push us and make us better.
Absolutely. Coach, I appreciate you coming over and taking the time to hang out with us. And for the folks watching at home, stay tuned. We're going to be back, I believe, Monday.
Yes, at Riverside.
Monday at Riverside. Appreciate you tuning in, and have a great weekend.